Hello icons, this is a quick tutorial on structure in Microsoft Word. This is being used on Word 2010 on a PC. This will also apply, I believe, to Word 2007 on a PC. The structure will be slightly different if you are using a Mac or an older version of Microsoft. So if you have any questions as you're going through writing your paper, you're not sure how to fix one thing or the other that you see here, please let me know and I will do my best to walk you through it. So basically what I've done here is write out a little bit of information, none of it particularly relevant for icons, but hopefully information that you find educative, that will serve as the example for some of the issues I've seen. This is opening Word and beginning to write without editing anything. So if you open Word 2010 on a PC, which is what all of the computers on Towson University's campus have for the most part, you will write like this if you do not change anything. So to begin with, we were going to assume that you wrote exactly as it is on the computers, and that's fine, and we're going to edit it from there. The first thing that you must do is change the font to be academic and appropriate for APSA format. For those of you that don't know how to change font, I'll do it really quick. You're going to highlight by clicking and holding the left-hand side of the mouse. All 3 paragraphs or more, you'll probably have more realistically in your papers, at least I hope so. And from there, you are going to highlight the box up here. On the Home tab, it says Calibri Body. You're going to change that by typing in Times New Roman. It'll come up really quick. Boom, and then Times New Roman should be in 12-point font at all times. Okay, so now you have Times New Roman in 12-point font. That is the first and most important thing in the font. There are a few other font issues that we may have when we're talking about titles, but those are going to be on a case-by-case basis. Here we'll worry mostly about paper format. The second thing we need to do is make sure that it is double-spaced. So again, you're going to highlight the entire paper that you have. You're going to right-hand click. When you right-hand click, you're going to go down and select Paragraph. From the paragraph option, you're going to see a tab like this. You'll notice that in Word, you get a couple things. The first is that you have multiple line spacing at 1.15. That's no good. So you need to click this drop-down box and select double. By selecting double, you're choosing basically to use double space. You're going to hit OK, and now it's double spaced. So that has fixed that problem. Now this is probably the most common error that I saw throughout, and one that is hard to catch, so I'll explain how to fix it here real quick. Right here, in between the paragraphs, you can see that there's a space that's a little bit bigger than in between the lines that precede it and come after it. So what you need to do is find a way to eliminate that space. The easiest way to do that, again, is highlight your entire paper. Once your paper is fully highlighted, you're going to right-hand click. From the right-hand click, you will again select Paragraph. When you're selecting Paragraph, you'll notice that in the spacing section right here, there is a before and an after spacing. These should both be set to 0. Word will often set these to 10 point. So scroll down with your selector until you've reached 0 point and hit OK. From there, all of your line spacing is identical now. You don't have any issues with line spacing anymore, which is phenomenal news, given that we don't like it when you have too much space there. So, final thing that we want to make sure that we have right is margins. So it's really easy to mix margins up because Word sometimes screws them up for you, because Word likes to mess with you. So the easiest way to find the margins is to go to page layout. Now this is a little bit different on the older versions in 2003 and so on. So if you have questions about 2003 or the like, please direct them to me. Usually they are somewhere in the edit or file drop-down box if you cannot find a tab on the top end for page layout. I know it's different for Mac as well, so please be aware of that. Select the page layout tab. From there, there's going to be a pretty big button actually that's called margins. Click on the margins. They should be set to normal, which is 1, 1, 1, and 1. Obviously 1-inch margins all around. Office 2003, as you can see down here, will default to 1 1/4 on the left and the right. Some of the newer versions on Mac will do that as well, so you need to make sure that all of your margins are 1 inch. In this version, all you need to do is double click and it'll make sure that you're good on your 1-inch margins. That is pretty much the summary. There are a few other structural issues that may be present, such as hanging headers and things of that nature, but they will be discussed on a case-by-case basis. If you have any questions, please feel free, to email me here at this email address. And if you have any questions about life in general, I suggest you defer to these two paragraphs right here. Thank you very much.